And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5-Minute Morning Miner on Monday, October the 27th. The clocks have gone back. We all thought we got a little bit of extra sleep. I'm not sure we actually did, but it's certainly darker in the evenings, and actually it's dark in the mornings when I get in, but probably light for some of the others. Morning, Paul. How are you?
Good morning, and it's feeling colder too.
Yeah, there is a touch of coldness around. All right, there's a few things out this morning, so let's whiz through pretty quickly with sort of headline news on it. Let's start with Rainbow Rare Earth, because of course everybody wants to talk about rare earths at the moment. They've had finals, I think it was, Paul, a loss, but really it's not about the numbers, is it? It's people who just want rare earths.
Yes, that's right, and it's improved numbers actually in the full year results for Rainbow Rare Earths. They are still development stage rather than generating cash flow, so it's a loss of 3.3 million US for the year, but they have made really significant progress on their various projects because of this interest now, particularly from the United States and in funding from the United States toward rare earths. They had invested just over $2 million in that Phalaborwa project in South Africa, where they're going to recover rare earths from the tailings of the phosphogypsum plant that used to operate there. They also raised $10 million in finance on a royalty deal with London-quoted Ecora during the fiscal year as well. And they have this Uberaba project in Brazil, which is a very similar project in tailings retreatment like Phalaborwa, but the working partner in this case in Brazil is the fertilizer company Mosaic. So making good progress here, and they do have the financing in place. For the next phases of studies. The DFS is on course to be finalized sometime next year, and they do hope to have all of the construction finance in place to begin construction in the following year.
Yeah, very good. Okay, let's talk to another one which has got results that don't particularly matter. They've got plenty of money, but we like the commodity. That's first tin. We do like tin. Tin is nudging up. It's about 36,500 at the moment. But Paul, what do you think of these results?
Yes, they also, with full year results out for the year ended June 30, it is that week where all the companies that have June 30 numbers have to get their finals out to the regulator in order to meet their listing requirements. Successfully raised 10 million sterling in this case in first 10, with a group loss after tax of 1.5 million, also improved from a year ago as well. So the cash balance now at 6.4 million sterling. This company, of course, very much into Australian tin in an open pit situation project called Taronga, but they also have a significant tin project called Tellerhauser in Germany. Taronga being the one they're concentrating the most on at the moment, and ore sorting at Taronga seems to be indicating some good possibility to put this into commercial production.
Okay, now we've had a fundraise just shy of £1.5 million from Landore Resources, which is a UK listed stock asset in Canada. What do you think of that, Paul?
Yes, that's a 4.125 pence lit fundraise for the subscription on 35.5 million shares. This is specifically about updating the current resource estimate on their BAM gold deposit, which is in Canada. That particular deposit is 1 million ounces. It runs about a gram gold or so. It is a single deposit, and I think Landore would probably like to sell this one. So this is all part of that idea to essentially to make it look as good as possible in order to perhaps solicit some bids for it.
Yeah, it's not going to change the fundamentals of that fundraise, but it keeps it ticking along, as you say. I think if you look at some of its sort of neighbours out in Canada, which maybe are a bit more advanced, maybe a bit bigger, but on the TSX, as we know, the TSX is performing much, much better than AIM at the moment. That's its issue, really. AIM is such a disaster at the moment, but there you go. Let's turn to something that actually has been going pretty well and is generating cash like I don't know mad, but actually is hardly known in the UK market because it doesn't really talk to people. That's Altyn Gold.
Yes, that's right. That's a Kazakhstan gold producer that's here producing in very good numbers, actually, out from Altyn because of the new equipment that they had bought a little bit more than a year ago is really driving up their production statement here with an improvement of 41% on gold output as they've reported. So, very nice results there. Also, a 28% increase on ore mined for the year to date compared to 2024. So, the milling rate is also up by 53% year on year. And with the grade coming in at about 2 grams per ton, underground with 84.75% recovery, it means that the operation pretty much running the way a modern operation ought to be running, I would say.
Yep. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about, Paul?
Real quickly, just to mention Greatland Resources, they had their quarterly statement out as well, producing 80,000 ounces here at a all-in sustaining cost of $2,155 an ounce. And it means that the company is generating about $175 million of free cash on a quarterly basis now. So, very nice performance going on at Greatland.
The operational gearing of the gold price tells you everything, doesn't it? Very good. We'll call it a day there and back tomorrow. Thanks.
Very good. Thanks.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.